Alright guys, so here I have the entire collection of minifigures from the 2008 Death Star. I don't know how many there are. I want to say somewhere around 22 or around 20 something. I don't exactly know, but there's a lot. There's definitely a good amount of minifigures, a good assortment, and a very large variety. It's a great assortment of minifigures for a great set, and we're going to review every single one of them now. I am obviously going to speed past the droids and stuff because those are not as crucial. We will definitely be having a great segment of the 4-part series now. This is part 2 out of 4 of the Death Star review. So if you guys enjoyed, give it a like down below and comment down below what your favorite minifigure is from this entire set. So yeah, really good assortment of minifigures, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so the first 2 minifigures we have are the 2 stormtroopers. Now, these are the basic older stormtroopers with the black heads. No actual head printing, but these are probably honestly one of the best variations of the stormtroopers versus the new ones that don't even look like stormtroopers. These ones are actually very good. So I do like these models a lot, especially the helmet molds. Like I said, the new ones don't look very good, but the old ones are definitely something special. Just very, basic minifigures, but you get 2 of them in the set, and, more would have been better, I think, more stormtroopers, but 2 is definitely enough to, satisfy anyone, and those are the stormtroopers. Alright, next up we have the 2 Death Star workers. I'm not sure their actual names. I think they're just Death Star workers, but these are the old variations of the Death Star troopers you see with like the black helmets that, they have that very awkward mold. They used to just have these weird helmets, but they're pretty nice figures. You don't see them very often in older sets, so it is nice to have them included in this set. You get 2 of them, the same exact thing, but nice printing. It's not anything really special, but it is just, it fits the figure and what it's supposed to represent, and it's just a nice figure to have in the set. Next up are the 2 royal guards. These are Palpatine's guards. They're basically just bodyguards, like Snoke's, what are they called? Praetorian guards. Basically the older version of those guys. Really nice figures. These same exact molds and looks were carried on up until just a few years ago. So these are not anything you haven't seen before. These are very, these lasted for a long time. I don't think they've changed the design even still yet. After 12 years, they're still here, and these are the royal guards. Alright, next up we have this little carrying droid. He just carries a blaster for Han, I think. Next droid, it's a protocol droid, not a protocol droid, interrogation droid. This was in a couple scenes, especially in the new movies, where they were interrogated. They're just droids that have like a little weapon or something, and they just interrogate you, like inject you with like something, and then you are forced to tell them something. I don't know, but that is the interrogation droid. You get an IG unit. I don't know the exact name for this guy again, but it is an IG unit, as you guys can see. All white IG unit, pretty nice. Got the orange, sort of visors up there, so nice little addition to the set. And then our last droid, other than the R2 units, are this little mouse droid. You see these pretty often in sets, especially these bigger sets. They're more of a throw-in figure, but still pretty nice to get. We have R2-D2, and then I don't know what his name is, but it's still a pretty nice variation. You get this R2-D2. I definitely like this one more with the color scheme. You get like this bronze color with the black and then the gray. Definitely a nice little figure to have. Alright, and next up is Chewbacca. I like the whole entire one-piece head mold. It just goes over the torso as well, so it gives it a nice little mold and printing. It's a very basic Chewbacca, but it's also very nice. Chewbacca doesn't need that much detail in him. I think it's a very nice Wookiee design, and I definitely favor the old ones over the new ones just because I'm a fan of older Lego sets. It's a nice little figure. Forgot to get this one out of the way, but this is the swamp droid. Not droid, I'm sorry, swamp animal. I don't know what it's called. I think they have an official name now, but this is the animal in which in the trash compactor is pulls down Luke. Basically tries to drown him and eat him. But this is that like trash compactor animal, basically eats old trash and is just held in the Death Star. Alright, next up is the evil Sith Lord himself, Emperor Palpatine, who survived through every single Star Wars movie. So that's pretty impressive of him. Congrats to you, Palpatine. But this is the older version of Palpatine. I definitely love this one, especially with the facial mold. I love that old gray look and just, you know, the evil in his eyes. I like the torso too, with like all the cloth and then the silver like button up there. It's a really nice figure. Only problem is the capes. When he's sitting in his throne, it bends the cape, so you can see the cape is already deformed. And then we have our two protocol droids. You know, I just realized these two kind of go together. Same color scheme. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, very basic but very highly detailed printing on C-3PO. And this one I love. I don't know why. I just love that, you know, rusted look or faded look on his torso. And then just the black head mold compared to C-3PO is just, you know, a very menacing look. And I just love this figure's look. It just looks really nice. Now here are the three variations of Luke you get in the set. You get the trash compactor Luke with the stormtrooper outfit, which also he does have this helmet along with Han that goes with it. They just sit up on a rack on like this repairing bay. So those are nice. You get just regular like Luke from the swinging scene, just, you know, regular printed Luke, and then you get the final battle Luke, which these take place on 2 different Death Stars at 2 different times, but they did include it to have a little bit of a resemblance to the Death Star 2, which is a very nice figure. I do have the final duel set itself, so it is nice to have this figure in the old version and the new version, but 3 very nice minifigures, probably some of the best minifigures in the set. Next up is old Ben Kenobi. Again, a very famous figure. We don't see many old Ben Kenobis anymore. I think we only have 2 or 3 at this point, honestly. But very nice facial print. It looks very ahead of its time, honestly. A few of these figures have printings that look far ahead of their time. But also very nice torso printing, very clear. You get his blue lightsaber, you get his brown and also brown head and cape. Or, like, I don't know, hood, I guess you could say. And then just a tan body. Overall, a very nice figure. Next up is one of the, a fairly expensive figure in general, is the Leia figure. This is a very desired figure among many fans. I'm not really sure why. I'm assuming it's because of the hair printing. This is exclusive hair printing, I'm pretty sure, to the set. I may be wrong. But you have the 2 buns on the side. And you just have a very overall a nice printing for the hairpiece. You get a very basic head printing. It looks kind of awkward, but, you know, it's whatever. And then we get Stormtrooper Luke, or Stormtrooper Han, sorry, which also has the helmet that you can swap on for whatever reason you would want to. Has a regular Stormtrooper outfit, nothing too special, and then just the classic Han face. Han is just another Han, just like the other Luke. It's just, you know, Han's outfit, just because we don't want to, you know, have people stuck with just the Stormtrooper outfits. So they gave us also another Han. So really nice addition. Next up we have Darth Vader, also one of my favorite figures in the set, because mainly the helmet and the head. It's just a very nice head print. Probably one of my favorite Darth Vader head prints, except the newer one with the scar on the back. It looks nice, but you get the nice torso printing, you get the red lightsaber, obviously, you get the black cape, and last but not least, we have Grand Moff Tarkin, a very hard figure to get. I don't know how many of the Grand Moff Tarkins I've ever made. I can only count this one, honestly, in my head. I don't know how many they've made, but a very nice figure. I love the nostalgic look it has, sort of. Keeps that classic Lego look with also I can't talk, I'm sorry. With also having this, you know, very detailed printing. You get all his badges up there at the top right. You get a belt and then just like a jacket he has on. So a very nice figure. You got a lot here. I'm not sure how many. I'll probably leave it down below on how many there are. This camera would focus. There's got to be a good amount of figures. Probably like 28, 30. So definitely a lot of figures. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below and subscribe. It's free. That is part 2 of the Death Star review. And stay tuned tomorrow for part 3, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.